My name is Ellen Miller, and I am graduating from the Homeschool Miller Asylum. Well, some of the most influential people in my life while growing up was my siblings, Elizabeth, Nicholas, and Catherine. They're very goofy, they're very strange, but they've always loved me very much and they've always encouraged me a lot. My best friend, Ian Dufferin, he's a very great Christian guy. He's always very encouraging to me. He always encourages me to do the right thing. And then there's my parents. I appreciate them so very much. They love me very much. They're very wise and they've always guided me very well. They're very godly themselves, so I love them very much. My plans for after high school. This summer I plan to be clepping classes so I can get them out of the way. Math, it's so bad. But anyway, this fall I might be attending LCC. I want to do something in the medical field, but I'm not sure yet what I will be doing. People can pray for me they can pray that I will continue to be encouraged in God, that I can trust that He will always guide me, and I can trust Him with anything. My favorite verse is Matthew 28:20. It is, "And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." I love this verse very much because whenever I think about it, I always know that God is forever with me. I am in His sovereign plan and He will guide me and He will always be with me.
Jolena McAllister, I go to Perry. One person that's been a really big inspiration to me is Luke. You know, if I'm getting in trouble or something, he's never been afraid to let me know that I'm doing something wrong. I like going to Barakel and stuff. I remember I went with Shelby and just going sledding and stuff and ice skating. I don't really have much of a plan, but I'm thinking about doing like a nurse's aid program so that like when I do figure out what I'm gonna do, I'll be able to like better support myself.
My brother has been encouraging and supports me a lot, and he's been there for me in a lot of things. And also in church, I've gotten to know Bob and Phil and a couple of those guys pretty well, and it's just fun having those kind of relationships. I'm planning on going to Michigan Tech in Houghton by the Knights and studying mechanical engineering. I was blessed to have gotten an Army ROTC scholarship there, which covers much of the cost, and I'm thankful for that. And so after I graduate college, I hope I can go into military aviation. My favorite verse is 2 Corinthians 1:3-7. That was the first passage I read after I found out Mom had brain cancer, and it was just really comforting and reassuring, and definitely not a coincidence I read that verse. Just talking about how comforting and encouraging God can be. And you can pray for me just for my growth and my faith there. I feel pretty well grounded, but I know that it's definitely a different thing when you're off on your own, and especially with the military aspect and just college in general, just that I can stay strong and grounded in my faith and be able to find a good support group for that.
My favorite verse is Psalm 73:26, and it says, "My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." And that means a lot to me because even though I fail, God is always there and He strengthens me in everything I do. And that's my favorite verse, yeah. Spiritually, I'd say my parents. I'm very thankful for all they brought me up to become, and I'm so thankful to be brought up in a family of, there's 12 kids in my family, and I've enjoyed it so much. And yeah, I'm definitely thankful for my parents. Biggest influence in my life. Well, I'm hoping to go to the Douglas J. Aveda Institute and get my cosmetologist license, but I'm not sure yet. It's, you know, still in God's hands and wherever He leads, really. Yeah. People can pray for me in the way that I would just have courage and boldness for God and to preach His name in all that I do.
My name is Larry Bogner and I go to Perry High School. My coach was one, just teaching me hard work. In the church, I'd have to say that most of the men in the church were good, Christ-like models for me, just trying to follow in Christ's footsteps. And my dad also just helping me out with my athletics and stuff like that. I had a lot of inspiration from my mom as well. She, with her hard work ethic and everything. So, favorite verse is probably Romans 3:23. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. You know, it's just a constant reminder that no matter what I do and what I do it for, you know, I'll never come up to that standard of His glory and His holiness. And you know, I always need Him no matter what. There's no changing that. I plan on going to LCC for a year or two to do my prereqs, and then I'll go on somewhere else that is accredited in psychology and go on with that and become a sports psychologist. You can pray for me with decisions, trying to figure out which way I want to go in my life right now. Just trying to figure out, you know, different career pathways and other stuff like that. So just pray for decisions that I do everything for the glory of God.
My name is Matthew Britton, and I go to Grace Christian Academy in Lansing. Throughout my high school, it's been mom and dad for the most part. About 7 years ago, my dad started going on missions trips, and he told me what a blast it was, so he took me on some. I've gone 3 times now, and it's really just amazing the different mindset people have down there and overall life. Then there's also the church and people in the church. After high school, I'm gonna enroll in I don't know, I haven't got it confirmed yet, but I want to go to either Spring Arbor or the Great Lakes Christian College in Lansing. I was also looking at a school in Tennessee called Bryan, where the Scopes Monkey Trials were. But in college, I want to learn missions, so I can go and do missions as well for a longer period of time than just 1 week. Well, I can pray that I keep a good mind, that I analyze Scripture correctly, that I don't start applying it to suit my style of life like they were talking about earlier today in church. Basically pray that I make good decisions, that I remember to keep God the center of it all, not get sidetracked.
My name is Gary Nemeth, and I go to Perry High School. Throughout high school, my parents, grandparents, and the church body has been a whole inspiration to me. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. Because of where I started out with foster care and everything, and then growing more in likeness of Christ, and seeing that even through the worst times, you still have foundation. I'm going out to Wyoming to Frontier School of the Bible for my first year of college. And then depending on what I do after that, I'll be staying there for 3 more years, or I will be going, coming back up here and going to LCC for welding. People can pray for me for funds for college and for keeping my focus on what I need to be doing.
My name is Jessica Bigelow and I go to Perry High School. It'd definitely be a tie for my top two between Annalisa Derling and Carissa. I've known Annalisa my whole life, and she's always been like this person I look up to. Like, we do a lot of the same things, and we have the same hair color, and she's just always been a real encouragement to me. And then Carissa is just someone that I know that I can talk to about stuff, and she's really nice and encouraging, and I like that about her. My favorite verse is actually a book. I like the Songs of Solomon. In middle school, we looked at it in church, and I liked poetry a lot then, and so it was the first book that I really took the time to analyze and stuff, and it got me a lot closer to the Bible. After high school, I'm going to Alma College to major in vocal music education with a minor in English. People can pray for me with time management. The major I'm going into has a lot of credits, and so I'll be taking a lot of classes each term, and they can also pray for my faith because Alma's a different type of Christianity that I haven't been exposed to previously, and so that'll be interesting.
I'll just say my old youth group leader, Mr. Smith, he's also a math teacher there, and also Bob, because he lives right down the street. They both just helped me, lead me in the right direction, and Bob's always cheered me up, so is Mr. Smith. Mark 14, because it says that Jesus is coming back, and I find that reassuring. I plan on going to LCC and studying computer engineering and programming. They could pray to me for helping to reach out to people because I am terribly shy and I just don't really talk to people very much.
My name's Bethany Clayton and I go to Corona High School. My favorite verse is actually a chapter, 1 Corinthians 13, the ways of love. I like it because it tells all the ways of love, and it truly paints a picture of how we're nothing without love. My parents, my mom especially, because she has shown me how even though dealing with an illness or a health issue for a long period of time, you can still see the glory of God through it. And you can still tell others how He has worked in your life through your health problem. And it truly amazes me how she's done it all these years. I hope to go to Pensacola Christian College in Florida. And study elementary education. People can pray for me for finances, with paying for college, and for furthering my walk with God. Just daily struggles, dealing with continuing my education and dealing with health issues that I've had.
I am Rachel Nemeth and I went to Perry High School. Throughout high school, my parents have been a big inspiration for me. They've taught me how to do my best in everything and to make the most out of anything I do and to do as much as I can to get as many experiences. They're all about having the best experiences and doing different things and just leading me towards the Lord and always wanting to push harder towards that. And also Carissa and Hannah and Sarah have all been crazy big influences on me, always from car dates to talking over cookie dough or just going to the mall and hanging out and just talking about what God has been doing in our lives and pushing me to become a better person and be able to pray with each other. One of my biggest ones is my 8th grade girls. They wanted me to say that. I love my 8th grade girls and my junior high girls, and I've been working with them since probably the beginning of 5th and 6th grade. I got to do a summer study with them, and all along it's been awesome to see them grow and see them become closer to the Lord and being a part of their lives, and being that influence of I've made it through high school and I've lived for the Lord, and being able to be back in the hey, you can do it too, and pushing them to grow and having fun with them. Mission trips have been awesome. I've gone on missions trips and just all the different experiences we've had together as a youth group, and Guatemala and all the crazy things that happened, and just how God has been working through it all. And Winter Barrack Hills have been awesome. I am going to Alma College. I'm going to be a music education major, and yeah, go there. People can pray for me as I'm going off to college. I'll be starting, hopefully I want to get into a new church to be an influence where I am, just not on Sundays the entire week. So just making an impact where I'm going, and being able to be an influence and be a light for Christ wherever I am. I am going to Belgium this summer. I'm so excited to go. I am going July 15th through August 4th. I get to play volleyball and run kids volleyball camps for 3 weeks, and get to talk about God with them, play volleyball with them, share my testimony, make relationships with kids, and it's been so cool to see how God has been working through that and bringing the money in just the right times and through the right circumstances, and just giving it to Him, and He gives it back, and it's so cool to see how He's working in that.
My name is My name is Larry Bogner, and I go to Perry High School.
Did you ever skip class?
No. Where am I looking this time? I am Bob Carr, and I went to Perry High School. Okay.
My name's not Noah, though.
What's your name?
It's Bethany.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which one of your siblings is going to miss you most when you go away for college?
Oh, none of them are going to miss me.
Which sibling is going to miss you the most when you leave for college?
None.
No, Alex is probably going to miss me the most. He's already talking about me going and being sad, and I'm going to miss him too.
Is he going to cry?
Probably not. He won't show it to other people.
So if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Don't really want any superpowers.
I don't like superheroes. I don't want a superpower.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I'd have to have the power to cure stupidity.
Why is that?
Because it's needed.
If I had one superpower, it would be flying. I would love to fly. That would be so much fun.
Speed. I want to be really fast. I want to be able to go wherever I want and go really, really fast to get there. It would be very awesome.
I would fly. If I could have the chance, I would fly.
Where would you go?
I would go probably to rural Canada, or somewhere where it's forests and water and just beautiful natural outdoors.
No, I wouldn't want a superpower.
Just normality?
Yeah.
Superpower?
Yeah, being normal, but that wouldn't happen either, so I don't.
You're a neat.
I'm an emo. That's how it works.